Hey, how you doing? Austin here. In this video, we're going to be talking about Dogecoin, and we're going to be specifically talking about should you buy Dogecoin or should you sell Dogecoin. We're going to talk about both sides of that coin, and I'm going to give you some input on if you're trying to figure out if you should buy it, if you're on the outside even just looking at buying it initially, or if you're holding some and should you buy more at these levels, and then we'll flip it and we'll talk about sell. Should you ultimately look at maybe selling right now, or should you hold long term and things like that? So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. If that's of interest to you, stick around. We're going to have a frank discussion about that here in a moment. As always, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Invest at your own risk in any cryptocurrency, stock, ETF, doesn't matter. Just do your own due diligence, right? Also, public service announcement. If there, in comments below, if there is a picture of me commenting on a particular post, it looks like me. If I'm either getting you trying to get you to sign up to WhatsApp or go over to WhatsApp to contact me, or if it looks like I'm recommending a particular broker, those are not me. Those are con artists. Those are scammers. Those guys have come onto my channel major as a function of, frankly, how the channel has grown. Thank you, by the way. That's because of you guys, the viewers, and my community that's built up, which is amazing. Thank you for that, because you guys have given me a voice in this amazing time that we're living in right now when it comes to crypto, and it's just unprecedented. It's cool as heck what's going on. But there's nothing I can do to get rid of those guys. They're on the channel. I've talked to YouTube about it or contacted them, and there's really nothing I can do. Just don't interface with them. Don't do that. All right. So now let's talk about Dogecoin and the two sides of this proverbial street. Should you buy Dogecoin or should you sell Dogecoin? We're going to talk about the buy side first. And on buy side, there's really two scenarios. There is, number one, you're hearing all the stuff, all the media attention, everything about Dogecoin. You're like, oh my God, I got to go buy some Doge. I got to get in. Okay. So that's scenario number one. And scenario number two, related to the buy side, is that you own some and you're thinking about buying more. Okay. So we're going to break down both of those scenarios right now. So let's take the first one. Okay. So in this scenario, you don't have any Doge and you're thinking about getting in and you're trying to decide if it's the right investment for you related to crypto. I would tell you up front, in any cryptocurrency investment scenario, do it carefully and don't put money into any crypto that you cannot afford to lose. That applies less to Bitcoin and Ethereum and some of those guys. But in Doge, I think is definitely getting into that high stratosphere of a crypto that's going to be here for a long time. You guys know I'm very bullish. You guys know I love Dogecoin. I'm part of the Doge army, all that kind of stuff. But my point, it's kind of like to the initial investor looking to get into crypto, my advice to you would be, if you're going to buy some Doge, which we're talking about, buy some others as well. Buy a little bit of Bitcoin. Buy a little bit of Ethereum. No, you don't have to spend $48,000 to buy one Bitcoin, token. You can buy $100 worth. You can buy, you can just buy less, right? So get yourself some different ones: Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, other ones like that. Spread your risk a little bit. Okay, so now back to Doge. Should you buy if you're on the outside looking in? The answer is yes. If you're looking at trying to get into this, and you're wanting to buy and hold because you think the price is going to go up, I think the overall consensus is that Dogecoin is going to go up. We have so much media attention and so many catalysts out there. We got Elon Musk that at some point in the near future should be announcing that Tesla will take Dogecoin as payment. We've got Dogecoin going on to Coinbase within 6 to 8 weeks. Those are both media events and catalyst events that are in the near future to long-term future that will ultimately fundamentally help Dogecoin to go up in value. And currently at these prices at 48 cents, give or take, which is what it's trading at right now, this is a buy opportunity if you're looking at kind of buying and holding, to go up to $1.50 and so forth down the road. Will there be volatility? Absolutely. Will there be pullbacks? Absolutely. And if you're not okay with that volatility and those pullbacks and some of the risk associated with Doge, which frankly, I don't see a lot. I mean, this kind of 48, 49, 50 cent range is really our support level. We've been here for a while. And I think we're only going to continue to go up from here. But will it drop a little bit? Sure, it could. I don't have a crystal ball. I mean, if a bad press scenario happens that might impact Doge, that might happen. But really, here's the thing. I think the Dogecoin is a very unique animal in the context that it has really three things going for it. It has the Doge army. It has a massive multi-millions of people that have bought in, that are emotionally invested in this coin. They buy more, they hold more, they rally, they keep the price up. I mean, all of those things are going into play. The number two related to Dogecoin is you have the celebrity press media factor. Elon Musk, Mark Cuban, national mainstream media across the globe covering Doge. Anytime something happens with Doge, it makes media, it makes news headlines, and that brings more retail buyers into the fold, which continues to continue to keep the price propped up and will continue to help us move forward. And then you have the third component, Doge being considered to be an asset, a crypto that will be bought and that people will use to buy and sell goods and services in their life. That's in its infancy stage and continuing to start developing. All of those things add up to an extremely unique crypto, especially at these price points, 48, 49 cents right now. If you're looking at, buying and holding, sure, I think that's a good time to do it. Again, do it at your own risk. Don't afford to put money in it you can't afford to lose. Don't bet the kids' college fund. Don't do the rent. Don't do the mortgage, etc. Pay your electricity bill first. My point. So if you're on the outside looking in, I think it's a fantastic crypto to be in. Okay. Second scenario on the buy side, if you're holding Doge and you're looking at, hey, should I add to my levels? My advice to would be sure, buy the dips, which we frankly are in a dip right now, and continue to look and buy the dips. So if we drop down to maybe 45 cents, which may or may not happen. I mean, we're holding steady at 49 cents. And again, that seems to be our support line. We're definitely kind of right at that 20-day moving average. Buy the dips and continue to add to your position. I would also tell you, though, take profits along the way to try to ultimately recoup your initial investment so that your initial investments back out of it, just in case something does happen. Minimize your risk, okay? So that's on the buy side. Okay, on the sell side. So in the sell side, there's a scenario that if you're selling it, if you own it, obviously, you have to make a kind of a go or no go decision as to what you want or what your overall trading strategy is as it relates to Doge. I'm buying at these levels and I'm holding at these levels. I firmly believe that we will reach $1, $1.50, $2 or $3 down the road. But I bring more of a buy and hold mentality from my stock days. Okay, I was a buy and hold momentum stock investor, right? That's my mentality. That's how I trade, things of that nature. There are different types of traders. There are people that are buying low and trying to sell high and buy, sell. That's okay. If you want to do that, then sure, then go forward with that trading strategy. If you want my opinion of whether or not you should sell Doge at these levels, I would not be doing that. I would be holding for the long term. But again, on the sell side, I would still be looking at trying to take profits to initially recoup my investment, which is what I have done to get my initial investment out, so that I am whole, made whole on my overall investment, right? And so set a different way, take small profits along the way to just continue to take a little profits, right? That's really what I'm trying to say, okay? That's a very sound, safe way to invest in crypto. Also, I would say adding into that some of those profits that you do take, either A, hold on to those profits for dips related to Doge so you can reinvest at lower levels, or second scenario, invest in other cryptos, right? Or third scenario, if you haven't done so, invest in some stocks, some ETF funds, things of that nature to diversify your overall risk scenario. And so you do some risk management, right? If in that scenario. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, I'm very bullish on Doge long term. I think that this is going to be a fantastic crypto that's going to do well for the long term. I don't have a crystal ball, and something could happen. There's always that possibility. I mean, look at how, right now Bitcoin is being beaten up a little bit because of the overall scenario. But if you're looking at it long term, I own Bitcoin, I own Ethereum. I'm not really worried about these short term scenarios, and I've picked up some additional positions in those, because again, when you're down like we are, those are buying opportunities. Okay, I see a lot of you guys in the comments below stressing and freaking out when it drops 10%. I get it. I'm not faulting you for that. I understand. But I would tell you that if you fundamentally believe in crypto, yes or no, you have to decide that answer. Then look at it like, okay, if I'm fundamentally bought into the crypto market, and if you don't think crypto is going to go away tomorrow, the entire market is just going to go away, then you should be looking at, just like in the stock world, you buy when the stocks are down and you hold and you ride them up, right? And that kind of scenario. Now, you got to do it smartly, as I've already mentioned in various times. Take profits along the way, buy low, sell high, etc., or buy low, hold, and sell high down the road, right? That kind of scenario. Buy the dips. These are all pretty straightforward and sound pieces of information that I'm giving you, but that's my job, is to help you understand these waters and help you navigate them, okay? So with that said, I'm going to wrap up there. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like, subscribe, become part of my community, because I'm here for you. That's what I want. I care about you and want you to make good choices related to crypto investing, overall stock investing, things like that. Again, this has not been stock advice. That's my disclaimer. Okay, all right. Enjoy the video. Hope you did. Check out some other content on the channel. Got a ton here for you. See you down the road. Take it easy. Bye.